Oh, how do I solve this thing? Oh gosh. If this is you, then you're in luck, because in this video I'm going to be showing you how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Alright, so to solve a Rubik's Cube, instead of going side by side, like instead of solving the white layer, then the red side, then the green side, we're going to go layer by layer. So first we're going to solve the white side, we're going to solve the first two layers, then we're going to solve the last layer. Simple? Alright. So the first step to solving a Rubik's Cube is making the daisy. So what the daisy looks like is kind of like this. This is what the daisy is supposed to look like. So without these corners, ignore these corners, we're going to have a yellow center and 4 white edge pieces surrounding it. So to make this, what we're going to do is we're going to keep the yellow side at the top and choose a side to be on. So let's say the red side. And after we get to the red side, or whatever side we're on, what we do is we put this in front of us, right? And we're going to check for white pieces. So we're going to check for white edge pieces because we want the edge pieces up here. We don't want the corner pieces. So this and this wouldn't count because they're corner pieces, not edge pieces. So now we're just going to count them off. So this doesn't have white, this doesn't have white, this doesn't have white, but this does have white. And also we're going to check this bottom right here. This doesn't have white, so we're good. So when you find a white one, you're going to get one of 3 cases. Alright, so the first case is like this, where the white piece is at the bottom or the top. If it's at the bottom or the top, what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up by turning the front 90 degrees. And then whichever side it's on, we're just going to bring it up like that. And then we're also going to move this back so that whatever piece we broke here, that we didn't break any pieces, but if we did break a piece, then we would have to move it back. The second case, if it's on the left or right. If it's on the left or right, what you can do is just move it up like that. But let's say this white is in the way, so when we move it up, it breaks this white one. What we would do is we would use like a substitution. So let's take this for example, we don't need it, so we would substitute it in for that, and we would move that up. Simple. And the third case is when all of this doesn't have white, but this edge piece has white. If that happens, just turn the front 180 degrees and you're good. But let's say it's something like this, where when you turn it 180 degrees, this goes to the bottom. If that happens, again, use a substitution. So what you would do is you would make way for this, use this as a substitution, move this 180 degrees, and yeah, you got it. So you're going to keep on doing that until, well, you have all 4. So just keep on rotating, looking at the white pieces. So no white pieces here. No white pieces here. And there's 1 white piece right here. So as I said, we just move this up if it's on the left or right. So, but when we move it up, as you can see, it breaks this one. So what we would do is use this as a substitution and then move this up. Simple as that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a white cross with the corresponding center pieces and edge pieces, just like this. So the way we're going to do that is take one of these edge pieces at the top. So let's take this one for example. This is white, this is blue. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the bottom 2 layers until this blue matches with the center. So this doesn't match yet. We're going to move the bottom 2 layers. This doesn't match yet. So we're going to move the bottom 2 layers. And as you can see, this matches. Once you have a match, just move it down 180 degrees and you have one piece solved. So we're going to keep on doing that for every single edge piece. So let's take this edge piece for example. We're going to move the bottom 2 layers. This isn't matching. We're going to move it again. And as you can see, it's matching. So when you match it, you would just move it 180 degrees and you have another edge piece solved. So just keep on doing that again. So take this for example, match it with the center, move it 180 degrees. This one, it's already matched with the center, so we can just move it 180 degrees. And as you can see, we have the white cross. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create the full white layer with the corresponding corners and edge pieces. So we already made the edge pieces, but now we have to make the corner pieces. So I'm going to show you an algorithm right here, and we're going to name this the righty algorithm. So this is where it goes, okay? Right up, top left, right down, top right. Basically just remember that, and because you're going to use it like a bunch while you're solving the Rubik's Cube, it's a really crucial algorithm. So now at this stage, we're going to look at the top layer for any white pieces. So let's look, and as you can see, we have this white piece right here. When you find a white piece, you're going to check the colors on it. So of course white, but it also has green and red. Once you find the colors, you're going to put it in between the green and red, or whatever colors it is. So this is green and red, so we're going to put it in between the green and red centers. After we do that, we keep the white piece on the right of our cube, not the left or right. And once we do that, we do the righty algorithm that we just learned. And as you can see, if we check here, but it's not solved. So what we would do is we keep doing the righty algorithm until that piece solves. So let's do it again. It's not solved, so we would do it again. It's not solved, so we do it again. And as you can see, it's in the right place and it's solved. So, don't be discouraged if you keep on doing the righty algorithm and it's not solving, because it's going to take 1 to 6 righty algorithms to actually solve. So we're going to look at the top layer again. We found this. Let's just do the righty algorithm. It's already on the right. And in one algorithm, it's solved. Now let's look at the top again. As you can see, we have this one. Keep that where it's supposed to be, so orange and green. Then keep it on the right. Do our righty algorithm. Not solved. Let's do our righty algorithm. Not solved still. Let's do our righty algorithm. And now it's solved. So the one case you have to learn for this is that there's no white pieces at the top. That means that there's one white piece stranded at the bottom, but it's still not solved. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep that unsolved piece on the right. You do your righty algorithm. And as you can see, that takes the white piece out. Now just do it. So now just do your regular righty algorithm, because this is already in the right place. It might not be in the right place for you, but this is blue and orange. So we keep it at blue and orange. Keep it on the right. Do our righty algorithm. It's not solved. Do our righty algorithm. Not solved still. And let's just do it one more time, and it's solved. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the first 2 layers. So we put in these edge pieces. So as you can see, we're solving it layer by layer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the top layer, and we're going to see if there's any edge pieces that doesn't have yellow. So take this for example, this edge piece. It does have yellow, so we can't use that. But this edge piece, it doesn't have yellow, so we can use that. And just turn the bottom 2 layers until this front piece matches with the center, just like we did before. After we do that, we're going to look at the top color. We're going to see what it is. So in this case, it's red. And we're going to check on the sides to see where the color is. So this is red. The red's right here. So we're going to turn it away from the red like this. And we're going to check what side the red's on. So the red is on the left side. So we're going to do a new algorithm called the lefty algorithm. The lefty algorithm is basically just the righty algorithm, but on the left. So the lefty algorithm is going to be left up, top right, left down, top left. Easy as that. So as you can see, the red is on the left. So we would do the lefty algorithm. And now we rotate the cube so that this white is on the side. If we rotate it this way, it would be on the side, but on the back. We don't want it on the back. So let's put it to the side and the front. Then we just put this piece back in as we do always. So righty algorithm. And as you can see, we solved the corner piece and we solved the edge piece at the same time. So let's take this one for example. this one's matched with the center. Top color is orange. Orange is on the right. So turn it away from the orange. Orange is on the right. We do the righty algorithm. Turn it like this, so the white's on the side. And we just put this corner in by doing the lefty algorithm. And this is solved, and this is solved. If you don't understand so far, basically a tip to remember is when you turn this away from the orange and the orange is on the left, you just do your lefty algorithm. Turn it so that the white's on the side, and then do the opposite of the lefty algorithm, which is the righty algorithm. So we do the righty algorithm, and both these are solved. So a case that you might encounter is where all of the top colors have yellow. So this has yellow, this has yellow, this has yellow, and this has yellow. So what you do is you just use a yellow piece as a substitute. So you're gonna see which one isn't solved. So as you can see, this piece right here isn't solved. So we would use a substitute for it. So we turn this away from the red. Even though the top's not red, we still want it to go into this piece. And the red's on the right, righty algorithm. Turn the cube, lefty algorithm. And if we check the top now, this doesn't have yellow. And we can just insert it how we usually do. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create the yellow cross. So as you can see, we're not going to pay attention to these corners. We're just going to pay attention to the edge pieces as we usually do. So as you can see, these 4 edge pieces are corresponding to the yellow center, and that's what we want. So there's going to be 4 cases. The first case is where you have already the cross done. If you do already have the cross done, then you can skip this step. If you have a line, then you keep the line horizontal just like this and do the algorithm I'm about to show you. If you have an L shape, kind of like this, then just do this algorithm with the L shape at the top left. And lastly, if you have a dot shape, then just do this algorithm from anywhere. So the algorithm is going to be the front right, do the righty algorithm. So right up, top left, right down, top right, and then put it back by doing front left. So now we have the L case right here. So we keep that at the top left. We do the same algorithm. So front right, righty algorithm, and then front left. As you can see, we have a line case. We put that horizontal, and we do the algorithm. And now we have a cross. Our next step is going to be orienting all of these yellow edges to its centerpiece. So this is according to its centerpiece. This is according to its centerpiece. This is according to its centerpiece. And this is according to its centerpiece. So the way to do that is we're going to take one edge piece, for example. So let's take this one. We're going to move the bottom 2 layers until that is matched with the center. And after we do that, we're going to check the cube and see if any others matched. So as you can see, this matched. And once you have 2 matching, then you do this algorithm. So if you have 2 matching, but they're side by side, keep one on the back, one on the right, do the algorithm I'm about to show you. If all of your edges are already oriented, then you can skip this step. If 2 of them match, but they're opposite to each other, then do this algorithm from anywhere. And if one matches, but everything else doesn't, then what you're going to do is rotate the cube, find the edge piece, or find the center piece, match these up, and then check the cube again. If it's only one, then do that, rotate it, match this, and now check. And as you can see, this is matching. So in this case, these are opposite, so we would do the algorithm from anywhere. So the algorithm is going to be right up, top left, right down, top left, right up, turn the top twice, right down. And now we're going to check, and as you can see, these 2, they're side by side. So we're going to keep one on the right, one on the back. So we would do right up, top left, right down, top left, right up, top twice, right down, and just put this edge piece back. So put it back so it's corresponding, and as you can see, all of them are oriented. Our next step is going to be putting all of the corners in the right place. So it may not seem like it, but all of these corners are in the right place. So as you can see, this corner is yellow, blue, and red, and it's in the yellow, blue, and red spots. So this is in the right place, but it's not correctly oriented. So we want all of them to be in the right place, but they don't have to be oriented correctly. So the way to do that is, without turning the top anyway, we're going to check if there's any correctly placed corner pieces. So if you have none in the right place, then do the algorithm from anywhere. And if you have one correctly placed, then keep it on the right. And if you have all of them correctly placed, then skip this step. So as you can see, for me, I have none of them correctly placed. I'm going to do this algorithm from anywhere. So the algorithm is going to be top left, right up, top right, left up, top left, right down, top right, left down. Now we're gonna check. So, okay, this one's in the correct place. Keep that on the right, because this one aren't in the correct place. Keep that on the right and do the algorithm again. So top left, right up, top right, left up, top left, right down, top right, left down. And now we're gonna check, and all of them are in the right place. That's good. Now we're gonna move on to our last step. Now our last step is to just solve the cube. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna flip the cube over, take one of the unsolved edge pieces, or unoriented edge pieces actually, and keep it on the bottom right. Once it's on the bottom right, we're gonna do the righty algorithm. Don't worry, this won't mess it up. We're just temporarily orienting it. So now after you do the righty algorithm, you're gonna check if it's correctly oriented. Don't worry about all this, just check the bottom layer. So I'm gonna ask myself, is this correctly oriented? No, it isn't. So let's do it again. Check if this is correctly oriented. It's not. Let's do it again. Check if this is correctly oriented. It's not. Do it again. Now check, and it is oriented. So now we're gonna move the bottom. Make sure to not rotate the cube. That's just gonna mess everything up. So remember to move the bottom. Now do the righty algorithm. Check if it's oriented. Nope. Let's do it again. Is it oriented? Yes, it is. So we're going to move the bottom. Put this on the bottom right. Righty algorithm. Oriented? Nope. Oriented? Yes. Now move this. Righty algorithm. Oriented? Nope. Oriented? Nope. Oriented? No. And righty algorithm, oriented, yes. And we can just finish off the cube like that. And as you can see, you solved your first Rubik's Cube. Alright guys, please subscribe because this took me a really long time to make. So, yeah. Have fun cubing, like the video, subscribe, and I'm out.